Alright guys, back again for another review. Big Tom.
Damien.
We're going to be doing the Aspire Nautilus today, which is an atomizer, which is the ugliest one I've ever seen in my life.
It's not.
This is disgusting.
It's not. This was sent to us free of charge for review by Gary at Kerno Vapes, and he doesn't particularly like the look of it. But that's not the point. It uses the Aspire BDC coil technology in it, and for those of you who know, the Aspire coils are really good, and they've done a 22mm atomizer version for it, like a tank atomizer for it. It's sort of like a souped up Nova, you know what I mean? That's what it is. It's really sort of the next generation of those sort of tanks.
It's fucking ugly. It's amazing vape though, taste on it.
Do you know what?
Wicked.
The taste of it actually reminds me of a K-Fun. It really does.
But for me, it's got airflow control as well, which is awesome.
And you know, the airflow control on it is really cool. It's like this little clicky airflow control. You click round to your different sort of air holes on it, and it's really good. Do you know what I mean? It goes from sort of like 2mm down to 1.5, down to 1.2, and down to a 1mm airflow, and that's really tricky. I really like that. It's a Pyrex glass tank, so you're safe from your tank crackers. It uses the Aspire BDC coils, although it uses its own particular type. You're not going to be able to use your regular Aspire coils in this. This one only uses these made for the Nautilus. It comes with a removable drip tip. I haven't got actually the correct one in it. I'm using like a scrape one in it because I think it looks a bit cooler. It even looks quite cool with a K-Fun one in it. But yeah, it's fucking ugly.
Yes!
It actually reminds me of this.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger!
As you see there, it reminds me of that thing from Lost in Space, the robot.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger, Will Robinson!
But it's cool, do you know what I mean? It's got a float-in 510 connection on the bottom, so it will pretty much go on anything. It is a 22mm circumference on the bottom, so it will look nice on your 22mm mods.
It'll look nice.
Well, it fits flush. It fits flush, do you know what I mean? But for the flavour and for the vape, you can't knock it. It is really nice. And I mean, some of you might actually like the design. For me, I would have preferred, and this is the same as what Todd said when he reviewed it, it would have been nice if they'd have continued this 22mm sort of on the top, rather than going in for this little weird sort of thing at the top, you know what I mean? It's odd, isn't it? It's odd, and it's got writing all over the bloody thing. It really wants you to know it's an Aspire Nautilus, doesn't it?
If you close your eyes and vape it, it's awesome, but to look at it...
It does have that K-Fun vape. It really has that similar flavour. It really has that similar throat hit and that similar vapour production, especially when you're at the full airflow capacity of about 2mm.
Yeah, it gives a hard-hitting vape.
Which I like. It's got plenty of airflow, which is really good. You know what I mean? And for something that's sort of like a competitor for the iClear 30s, for the Novas, for that, it has airflow control, it has a glass tank, removable drip tip.
The flavour on it is banging, really good flavour. To say it's a pre-made coil, it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, the coils you can also get from Gary, I think they do like a 1.6, a 1.8 and a 2 ohm coil, so depending on how you like your vape.
1.6 all the way.
Yeah, it's different looking, okay? It's an acquired taste. It's not to everybody, but at the end of the day, what's the most important thing in the world? And that's the flavour, and that's the vapour, and it does its job in spades. It's a really nice flavour, and it's you know, it's £24.99. So if you're not into your rebuildables, if you don't want to spend your time re-wicking and coiling and things like that, it's off you go. Do you know what I mean? You just change the coil head like you would a Pro Tank, like you would a Nova, and Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, off you go. You know, and I do love the flavour on it.
Yeah, it is brilliant. Once again, it's basic vaping, but it's awesome for tasting vape, and that's what you want it for, as Damien's saying. End of the day, regardless what it looks like, we know it's horrible, it doesn't look the best, but it vapes great. Yeah,
it comes with a little plinth as well, so if you do want to use an Ego, it comes with this quite handy plinth. Excuse me for a minute.
Off he goes.
But it comes with this plinth, you know, and it's quite a handy little plinth. So, I mean, even if you wanted to put your K-Fun or something like that on an Ego, fuck knows why, but if you did, this would actually sort it out because it's a 22mm circumference at the top there. So, and it also comes with another pre-made coil, which is really good. They're dual coil, so, you know.
And it comes in this pretty cool box. I actually like the box. It designs really well.
Yeah.
So I don't see why not. Let's go down and rip it apart, build it.
And show you how to fill it and show you how to change coils. But yeah, there it is.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Lost in space.
And here is the Aspire Nautilus as it comes in the box. Open it up. Quite a nice box actually. Take the lid off. And there you have your contents of your box. You have your Aspire Nautilus, you get your plinth, and you get a spare coil there. Take this out, and as you can see, it comes with a removable drip tip, which is quite nice. It's a Pyrex glass tank. It does have Aspire Nautilus written on it, rather in big letters there. It really wants you to know what it is. A nice little floating pin there. And the airflow control, which I think is a great seller there. As you can see, you just twist it and it will click to your different air holes. And obviously the tighter the draw you want, the more you can turn it and get to a tighter draw, and obviously to a heavier draw, like so. So if we take it apart, you can see there the coil inside. Easily just unscrew that to replace. What do we have here? Yeah, that's a 1.6 ohm coil that it comes with it. Put that back in. So nice and easy to change there. There you have your tank. And your chimney. I don't know if that comes off. I think that screws off like so. Or is it fixed? I'm not sure. I think that's fixed in there. Yeah, so I'll leave that in for now rather than trying to force it. Screw it on, a bit squeaky as you can hear. Removable drip tip, not too bad a drip tip really, but I've found it looks quite nice personally with a K-Fun drip tip. It actually looks really nice with one of them. Simple to fill as well. Just take your juice, hold it upside down, fill it in. It does hold 5ml of juice, so it is hungry, which is nice. It's going to last you nearly a good day depending on how much you vape. That's how much I got in there. You just screw the bottom on. Nice and simple. Like so. Put it on your mod. And it is a 22mm, which is nice. It's going to fit flush on a lot of your 22mm mods. I would have actually preferred it to be 22mm all the way up, maybe repeated this sort of section at the top. But yeah, you know, it is what it is, and for £25 for a quick and easy sort of clear emiser or glass emiser, it's really good. You know, it's a lot better than the Pro Tanks and Novas and things like that, especially with your airflow control. It's a really nice ring there. And it's got a great flavour. and vapes really well. I prefer it actually on its widest level, like so, and if you lung inhale it, it gives masses of vapour. It's really nice. Yeah, for 25 quid, you know, you can't go wrong for something as quick and as easy as that. It may look a little bit like Lost in Space, but Captain Nemo, but it's really nice. I actually like it. The flavour is stunning. It does remind me of a K-Fun vape, and for being a pre-coiled atomizer, that is pretty impressive. So yeah, it's a really nice device. I'm quite happy with it, and I think I'll be using this quite a lot. So there it is, the Aspire Nautilus, $24.99 from Kerno Vapes. Job done, really. Nice and simple, and quirky looking. Might be not to everybody's taste.
Alright guys, so after looking at filling up the Nautilus, ugly as, but easy to set up, easy to whack atop of your modern vaporware, it's brilliant.
Good vapour production, stunning flavour. I mean, that's its selling point. It has an amazing flavour for a pre-coiled atomizer. Do you know what I mean? You can get the coils from Gary at about £2 each. Do you know what I mean? So that's nice and cheap. They're gonna last you a good couple of weeks unless you fucking burn it to death. Do you know what I mean? So I like it because it's different, because it's weird. It's got a Pyrex glass tank, so you don't have to worry about your juices. It has a great air control ring, one of the best on this sort of cheap atomizer, really. It's a great little airflow control, removable drip tip. Jobs are good un, do you know what I mean? And
I like it because you can see the full actual maximum juice, which is
5
cool.
mil of juice it holds.
Yeah.
5 fucking mil. I know, it's a lot of juice. So that's also a bonus. And it is mainly for those people as well who just don't get on with pre-coiling rebuildable atomizers. And if you just want a quick, easy vape and fill it up and off you go, it's a bonus. You know, yeah, it may look Metal Mickey, it may look Lost in Space Danger Will Robinson, but, you know what I mean, it may look Captain Nero, do you know what I mean, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. But, you know, if Jules Verne was a vapour, this would have been it. You know, and once again, I've got it on the old Rusty. Nothing looks bad on an old Rusty, you know. There you go, Nigel. So, you know, $24.99 from Kerno Vapes. The website is above my head right now, so go on there, have a look, you know what I mean, and check it out. For $24.99, it's a quick, easy go-to atomizer. So pick one up, because you got to try it anyway. 5 mil of juice, Pyrex glass tank, airflow control.
Boom.
It's a great little atty, a great little fucking, it's sort of like a really upgraded Pro tank, you know what I mean? Really does the job, and I like it, to tell the truth, just for the flavour alone. I can ignore the fact it looks stupid, but because of the flavour, and that's what's important to me.
Yeah, the design is great, actually, how it works with the airflow control, it's just ugly. Regardless of that, it is a great vape, and it does what it says on the tin.
And when you've got it on its full airflow as well, you can have a nice little lung inhale off it, like.
Boom.
Nice vapour production. You know, what more do you want? It's a great little thing.
Pinot style.
Yeah. And that's the Aspire Nautilus, you know, 5 mil of juice. Fucking hell, I still can't get over how much juice it holds, and it's really nice, you know, and you can see it all in there, you know, when you're running low.
It's great.
Yeah, I do like it, funnily enough, you know what I mean? But I liked the Typhoon GS, and he thought that was ugly. But he doesn't know his arse from his fucking elbow, does he, him? You know what I mean?
He likes all these pretty girly things, that's right, I'm a fucking big man, me.
I'm a strong, independent, confident woman. So, you know what I mean? I have no problems with that, but it's a good little atomizer, 25 quid, and it will last you a lifetime, really. Aspire heads in it, which we all know have got a great flavour, and they're really taking off at the moment. People are raving about them. So yeah, that's the Aspire Nautilus.
Yeah.
Available.
Fucky Wickham way, go buy a pre-red coil.
That's it, you know what I mean? You could have all your rebuildables and things like that, but on the go, something quick and easy and to the point, and you want that same sort of K-Fun vape, full of flavour. This is a good one. This is a really good one for those lazy bastards out there. So, you know, have a look at it, you know, and pick one up, because you could buy a lot worse for $24.99. It's not going to give you trouble. I've had it for a couple of days now. I've had no leaking. I've had no gurgles. I've had nothing like that. It does what it says on the tin. Comes in a nice box. You get your ego threading plinth. Do you know what I mean? You get another coil in it, so it's going to get you through a good few weeks before you have to start buying coils and things like that. And it knocks a Pro Tank stick into the dirt. I'm telling you, it's really nice. Pyrex tank for the win.
Boom.
You know. Thanks very much for watching this review. We will see you on the fucking next one. Alright? So stay the fuck safe.